Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna do another Hulk episode today. Okay, so what I've been trying to teach you is that Hulk is not a likable monster, um, monster type guy, and Thunderbolt Ross. He always likes to run. Uh, sorry, I said run. He always likes to try to capture the Hulk. Sorry, I meant he always likes to have the army capture the Hulk and try to kill him. And that's what we're going to be teaching you in this one. Okay. Okay, so we start off as Rick Jones and the Hulk is is on this gurney, and Rick Jones tries to change the Hulk back into Bruce Banner because Bruce Banner has been the Hulk for quite some time. Kind of like in Thor Ragnarok, where they do like a time jump, or they skip through the years and just be like, oh, he's been the Hulk for like 3 years. But in this in the comic books, as we've seen that Bruce Banner, he's been trapped as the Hulk for quite some time right now, and Rick Jones wants to try to get his friend back. Then we cut to Betty Ross. She's wondering what happened to Bruce Banner because she's madly in love with him, and she doesn't know that Bruce Banner is the Hulk. Okay, so the so it worked, and Bruce Banner is back, and Betty Ross comes in, and then he ends up turning it back into the Hulk again. Then she fainted in his arms, and then he brought her back to his lab, and then Rick Jones comes and tells the Hulk to stop. And then as she's in the lab and Hulk and Rick Jones are talking, she thinks that Rick Jones is the Hulk. Somehow, she escapes and goes to her dad, and then her dad, Thunderbolt Ross, is setting up some weird simulation of like what would happen if they captured the Hulk. So like something like this. So like they capture the Hulk. You capture the Hulk in ice. and they probably take him back to their base and kill him. And then Betty Ross tells her dad about Rick. Is she thinking that Rick Jones is the Hulk? Okay, and then Thunderbolt Ross orders everyone to go after Rick Jones as well. Okay, and then the army men are trying to look for Rick Jones and the Hulk. And then the Hulk makes a run for it. And then the army men find Rick Jones. Okay, and then they take him to Thunderbolt Ross, and he says, "Now hear this, Jones. Dr. Banner has been missing for days, and we suspect that his disappearance has something to do with you. If he doesn't show up soon, I'm placing you under arrest." Then the Hulk saves a bus from getting tragically derailed by a train. Then he goes to a movie set and he starts destroying everything. And then he starts eating everything. Okay, so they want to make a movie with him, and they try to catch him, and then Hulk doesn't like that idea, and then he runs away from there, and then he tries to find Rick Jones. Rick Jones is still with the army. Okay, so he goes and saves Rick Jones. And he takes him to the cave, their laboratory. They try the machine again. And then the Hulk is Bruce Banner again. He decides he wants to be the Hulk again because he doesn't have the strength that the Hulk does, and then he wants his own brain. And he's back to being the Hulk. But this time, he can talk. And he says, "Rick, you wonderful, loyal, empty-headed kid. I did it. The way works. I have Hulk's body, the Hulk's strength, but I can still think like Bruce Banner." And then he says, "Do you know what this means, Rick? Do you realize what I can accomplish with my brain and the Hulk's strength? I can do anything." And then he saves a family from a burning house. And then some people start shooting at him. And then Hulk starts to flee. And then he decides he wants to be Bruce Banner again. Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth. And then he goes to bed, and that's it. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Okay, so what I was trying to teach you was that in these first couple comics, General Ross doesn't really like the Hulk. He just wants to capture the Hulk and try to figure out what Hulk is like and try to kill him. And he's the general of the army, he and that's why the Hulk always flees so much. So that's what I was trying to tell you.